Yes, sir, we are live now. You can start.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of MIC and AICT, I'm delighted to welcome you all to this important session under MIC-driven activity on building the pipeline of quality innovations and startups in higher education institutions with ecosystem enablers by creating and managing YUKTI Innovation and IPR repository. Through the Institutions Innovation Council, IIC, institutions are not only focusing on conducting various activities, but also on capacity building and supporting mentoring innovators. As a result, many innovators are coming forward with life-changing ideas and solutions for upcoming challenges, gaining the motivation to think creatively and become entrepreneurs. To ensure that such motivated innovators receive proper handholding and mentorship support, the Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell curated a platform called YUKTI Innovation Repository. This platform hosts more than 1 lakh ideas, innovations, and business plan shared by innovators, further encouraging the development of
यार
robust ecosystem.
इसका ना थोड़ा और
With
भी
this,
होना
I
चाहिए
am happy to invite Mr. Deepan Kumar Sahu, our Assistant Innovation Director, Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell, to discuss why MIC conceptualized the YUKTI Innovation and IP repository and how IC Institute can effectively utilize this platform to create an enabling innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem on campus. At the end of today's session, we will also demonstrate our dedicated portal to highlight the important actionables. Over to you, Deepan sir.
Thank you, Mr. Abhishek, and all in charges for coordinating the session. And I will welcome all IIC institutions, coordinators, and members from these institutions. Those are watching us, those are listening to us. There's all this series of MIC-driven activities we are organizing since last 1 week. We started with one of the most important sessions, that is on innovation ambassador, and especially the role of faculty as an innovation ambassador and how they will play a multiple and hybrid role, being a mentor, being a verifier, being an innovator, being an entrepreneur, and also driving the ecosystem activities in the campuses and helping young minds to nurture the ideas and then transform into a startup. Then also we learned that role of innovation ambassadors in making institutions improving the performance of institutions. Then in our last MIC-driven activity, we learned about another important program that comes under the IIC umbrella, that is on the session. What is that, Abhishek?
Excuse me, sir.
What was our second last MIC driven session?
Second last session is on overall IAC.
Huh?
Overall IAP, as per, basically IAC, right now we had covered ATL, we had covered, we are now going to cover.
In our MIC driven, the second was covering that how these IICs will play the role of as a mentor to these schools. So how to bridge the school and higher education. That was the focus. And again, the role of IIC comes into the picture. So today we will focus upon how IIC institutions and special innovation ambassadors also play an instrumental role in improving or generating or helping our students and faculty members to work on their ideas. What institutional mechanism actually we need in our institutions, and where IIC will drive it and create a system or a mechanism of identifying the potential minds or the creative minds, then engaging them in the ideation process, then scouting these ideas through this mechanism, and then nurturing them to build the ideas, prototypes into innovation and startups. And also this system will help in identifying or scouting the inventions made in our institutions, like in IP intellectual properties, mobilizing the resources and putting concentrated efforts to nurture these ideas, innovations, inventions, and startups for their growth. So this is what the mechanism. So IIC as a whole is an institutional mechanism or framework at the institute level, which brings the resources from the different sources and bringing the institute departments, faculty members, experts, and students, and ensure activities. But engagement of innovation ambassador, engagement of IIC for mentoring to the auto tinkering labs and the schools, then driving the repository of ideas innovation is the another dimension. This is what we're going to discuss today. So I'm going to talk about the YUKTI innovation and IPR repository that every institute has to build and maintain it and use that repository as a pipeline for their incubation and the pre-incubation units, and also they will use this this database for providing mentoring and funding supports at the institute level, and wherever required they can refer the ideas innovation startups with ecosystem enablers exist in the region or in the state or at the national level through this portal. So today we are going to talk about YUKTI innovation and IPR repository, the features of this portal, and how IIC institutions will make use it up to best, and how the innovators, the individual innovators, will get benefit out of this from these institutions and investors and industries interaction. Let me share with you all the presentation about today's session. Somebody has to make sure that my screen is visible and I'm audible to all.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
You are audible.
So again, so it is not going to be too much of elaborated way, but in a very brief manner we will cover it, and we will organize again question and answer sessions on different zone wise. So if anybody has any kind of query or kind of things, you have to reach out to your zonal in charges, and also you can write to us, specifically to our coordinators. Those will address your queries. And taking the session forward, so why we felt the need of a repository at institute level to be created? Why there is a need of repository of ideas, innovations, startups, and inventions are required at the institutions level? So in our last 7 years of experience in this building innovation and entrepreneurship in our education institutions, we have observed the following challenges, and these challenges need to be addressed methodologically, systematically, and objectively. The first challenge is that majority of the institutions have lack of benchmarking practices for the kind of innovations startups are emerging from their institutions. Most of the practices adopted in our institutions are ad hoc in approach, and there is no system is taking care of understanding and benchmarking how many ideas, how many innovations, how many startups are gradually coming and graduating and also moving forward. So that's why there is need a system or a mechanism to address this benchmarking practice. The second thing also we found that majority of the institutions are actually struggling and finding much difficulties in identifying entrepreneurial potential individuals. Those need mentoring, guidance, support, and with that there is a high chance probability that they will move from one stage to another stage, and gradually they will successfully they will start their business. So identifying the right individual with entrepreneurial potential is also very difficult things to be addressed. Second thing is that many institutions, they are doing much efforts because IIC is actually helping them to do so many attempts and efforts of promoting and supporting innovation. Also, they are trying to identify the right candidates, but actually majority of these efforts are duplicate in nature. And the redundancy efforts in scouting ideas, innovations also consumes lots of resources and time, and also many times it is kind of a not generating much high value or impact at the ground. The fourth thing what we observe is that many of these ideas, innovations, and startups, though they are getting scouted by the institutions and nurtured, but majority of them are lacking quality. That means the vagueness is high and quality is less. So me too kind of ideas and innovations, a copycat-based ideas, innovations are surfacing a lot. So how we are going to address this low quality or sub quality ideas to a high quality ideas, innovations? Then also we have found out that there is a ad hoc approach for resource allocation and mobilization and utilization of the facilities. For example, if one institute has one incubation unit or one pre-incubation unit, they are just the users of these things are actually maybe sometimes with no objective. People are coming and going, and sometimes it is an overburden in the resources or misutilization of the resources. And also, the institute is not clear enough where they have to put the resources. They put more emphasis on pre-incubation or incubation or technical transfer. These things is not much clear to the institutions. There is a lack of directional supports of resource allocation, mobilization, utilization. Similarly, there is a quest for strong and continuous pipeline of quality innovation startups for their incubation and pre-incubation support systems and to the regional innovation ecosystem. Finally, we are striving to build a sustainable pathways of entrepreneurship in all our education institutions. So these are the actually problem statements. These are the actually challenges we have identified, and to address these challenges, we came up with the called YUKTI Innovation and IP repository. And this repository is actually at the institute level. That means every IIC has to build a repository of ideas, innovations, startups, and inventions or the IPs at the institute level, which is visible to that institute only. This repository is not open to other institutions. That means the repository belongs to that particular IIC and it has to be managed by that IIC only. So this is called the repository IIC integration, and where YUKTI stands for young, unique, knowledgeable, and talented innovators. That means this is an aggregator of young minds with their creative ideas to solve national problems, regional problems, and industry and societal problems. So the total name is called YUKTI Innovation and IP Repository, and YUKTI stands for Young, Unique, Knowledgeable, and Talented Innovators. So it is a platform aimed at fostering innovation and supporting new ideas in various sectors. So it's sector agnostic. It is not limited to only one or two disciplines. It is a sector. So any kind of ideas falling under any domain, discipline, sector are welcome to accept as a part of the repository, and institute will manage it and drive it and sustain it. Next, this repository is actually aimed at building a system of large database of ideas, innovation, startups, which will act as a pipeline for the institute and ecosystem. So the culture gets set through IIC, but this culture gets driven through YUKTI. And the objective of YUKTI is to aggregate and showcase innovative solutions and technologies from our higher education institutions, to channelize the efforts of mentoring and nurturing to the targeted innovations and startups effectively, to facilitate access to the resources and funding opportunities within and outside the institutions, to provide a platform for networking and collaboration with ecosystem enablers. So you can now see that this is kind of a top on IIC. That means IIC is the foundation where YUKTI Innovation and IP Repository is additional dimension to the IIC, which get support from IIC and connecting with young minds and their solutions, then connecting with other stakeholders through continuous support from institutions. And this YUKTI Innovation and IPR repository, if you will see the middle component, it has 4 pillars, that means 4 key stakeholders. The first pillar is the IIC institutions itself. The second pillar is called the innovators, or the individuals having idea, innovations, startups, and inventions. So innovators are the individuals, institutions are where the IICs are established, and we have another pillar which is called mentors, that is the innovation ambassadors or external experts. Those are serving to IIC institutions as a mentor. And the fourth pillar is called external resource agencies. We call them ecosystem enablers. So this YUKTI Innovation and IPR repository or the platform in integration with IIC, it is having 4 key pillars of innovators, institutions, mentors or innovation ambassadors and ecosystem enablers, and it functions in an integrated way. That's why it is so powerful if one institute will have a functional IIC and also an enriched repository of ideas, innovations, and then connection with innovation ambassadors and the external mentors and ecosystem enablers will definitely boost not only the performance, also the quality and impact at the institute level, at the regional level, at the national level. So as an IIC institute will build the repository and connect its pre-incubation and incubation supports with the YUKTI system, and also they have to engage innovation ambassadors for one-to-one mentoring supports to the innovators, and they will also plot challenges, hackathons, competitions for their institutes and outside the institute, and they have to monitor the progress, and they have to measure the impact, and they have to collaborate with ecosystem enablers. So IIC institution has to perform these functions as part of YUKTI Innovation and IPR repository. Whereas the innovators, they will submit and manage their innovations, intellectual properties, and startups. They will receive or request mentoring supports from institutions and other stakeholders. They will participate in challenges, hackathons, and trainings organized by the institutions and other stakeholders. They will get support related to technology transfer and IP commercialization from institute and other stakeholders. They will also, through advanced search option, they will identify, they will match, or they will pair up, or they will approach angel firms, VC firms, IP firms, incubation units beyond the institute support to materialize their or to make successful progression in the entrepreneurial journey. So this is the called innovators component with all these features, the IIC institution component with all these functionalities, and mentors, especially those are the innovation ambassadors. And in addition to innovation ambassadors, the external mentors and experts also will be part of this mentoring group, which they will also get the login access. And these innovation ambassadors and mentors and experts, they will provide mentoring supports, they will verify the innovations ideas, and also they will conduct expert talks in different for our innovators and institutions. So innovators have their login account, individual login account, and they can manage multiple number of ideas, innovation startups, and institutions have already their login account in IIC portal. Innovation ambassadors also and mentors also, they will have their own login account. Now comes to the fourth vertical or the fourth pillar, that is called ecosystem enablers. Who are these ecosystem enablers? They are the incubators. They may or may not be, maybe within institute, maybe outside the institute. That means if institute has the login account, then that will be managed by the institute. But if an incubation unit is there in that institute, they can join this YUKTI platform as a resource agency or as an ecosystem enablers. They will also get a separate login account in the YUKTI. And by using this YUKTI account, they will be able to see how many innovations, ideas, startups are already scouted and not reposited in the YUKTI Innovation Repository. They can access to that repository directly, and also they can access to the repository. They can search and identify the right innovations exist in other institutions. So the incubators, accelerators, state startup missions, central agencies, state agencies, knowledge agencies like TAI, NASCOM, FICI, all these institute, all these ecosystem enablers will be falls under the ecosystem enablers. So what they will do, they will provide services like investors, angel investors. They will provide services to the innovators and startup community. Government enablers, they will provide funding supports, they will provide schemes and opportunities for institutions to know and apply for that. Incubators, they will provide incubation supports to the innovators and startups. Accelerators, similarly, state startup missions. So ecosystem enablers will provide seminar challenges, they will provide investment funding supports, they will provide incubation, IP management, technology transfer support, they will also provide collaboration opportunity with the institutions. So all the things will be visible to the respective categories for which they are eligible to apply or eligible to participate. So this YUKTI Innovation IP Repository has the 4 key pillars, having different functions, having different features, and all are integrated with IIC system, Innovation Ambassador system, and our resource agency system. And as I said, that teams at the Ministry of Education, Innovation Cell, AICT also will be accessible to all these stakeholders through our IIC system. And we have many schemes like Kapila scheme, where we are providing this Kapila scheme is for the institutions, and we have other schemes like funding supports to the different institutions. We have support system like investors network. So all these things will be get access to the stakeholders through the YUKTI platform. And we have innovation centers, and we have innovation program through which we are helping our institutions to transfer their technologies to industry. So all the services will channelize to our stakeholders through this YUKTI innovation and IP repository system. And this is what Minister of Education, Innovation Cell and AICT have created for our institutions, where we also conduct innovation challenges, competitions for our education institutions, for both higher education to schools, and we provide funding supports, multiple round of mentoring, and already we've organized three round of funding supports in the name of National Innovation Challenge, YUKTI Innovation Challenge, and more than 219 innovations are funded, and majority of them are already converted into startups, and they are doing pretty well in the market. So what are the features of YUKTI? So the YUKTI innovation, the major core features are, it is an innovation repository, it is a centralized but this institute level repository of projects, ideas, innovations, inventions, and startups. It's a networking tool that connects all these 4 stakeholders. It's make resource access, special information on funding, mentorship, and educational resources. How it works? For that, every IIC institute has to start building the repository by using the IIC portal. There is a YUKTI repository component is there, active for all IIC institutions to utilize. Share the link in that repository with their all young minds, faculty members, and students, and also entrepreneurs who are associated with the institute. so that they will create they will register and create their own login. So innovators through their login, they will submit ideas, innovations, startups, and inventions on regular basis to the institute for review. And after review by the institute by engaging the experts and innovation ambassadors, these applications will receive mentoring support, funding support, access to the incubation and other resources, and institute has to demonstrate it to the different forum, and that means innovators will demonstrate in different forums, and they will get funding and investment and market access. So this is the way YUKTI work. And what is the how institutions will participate and they will get benefit. So once the repository is built or created, then that repository has to be enriched with data. That means in every fortnight, institute has to use that link, that registration, YUKTI registration link specific to that particular institute, to all the people, to encourage them to submit their ideas, innovations, and startups and inventions. So the number of submissions we'll receive from this target category will help the institute to know how many individuals actually committed, serious, and actually showing interest towards innovation and entrepreneurship. That will help in benchmarking the innovation startup in the campus by having potential individuals. So that will be one of the key performance indicator for that in this category. That means repository has to be created, then repository has to be enriched, and institute has to see that how many individuals in the idea level, how many individuals in the innovation level of different technology readiness level, how many individuals in the startup level, how many individuals in the invention level are part of the system. Accordingly, institute has to design and do some interventions, conduct certain activities specific to that particular category, so that they will curate the programs, design the programs in a very effective manner, and accordingly they will mobilize and focus. For example, if one institute has created a repository where all this registration has been done, but there is no submission of idea and innovation and startup or inventions, it indicates that students are only registered, but they have nothing, there is no idea in their mind. That means institute has to organize design thinking workshops. They have to organize motivation talks, so that ideation workshops, so that people will start developing some ideas and they will submit that idea through these things. That means once institute will get some idea, then they have to do some level of next level of activities, how to nurture, how to mentor these ideas, how to provide support to these ideas, so that they will convert into invention. So they will invention like intellectual property, also they will convert into prototype or called innovation. So invention specific IP management, IP searching, prior art searching, IP protection type of activities set to organize for the specific or the target category. Similarly for MVP, minimum viable product designing, prototyping, next product designing workshops will be organized for those are having the idea but they are going towards product development. So those are into the startups. The institute has to organize the programs for targeted to the startup category, like enterprise planning, next how to register a startup, then what are the ethical practices in the startup, how to address for the funding, how to prepare for the investment plan, like that. That means institute will get benefit in planning, effective planning and awareness generation, then engaging them in effective way. The institute will also identify the right proactive individuals, innovation ambassadors. They are engaged in this process. They can reward, recognize their efforts, and institute through this institute will also get recognition at different level. And this systematized channelizing will definitely set up a strong pipeline of quality innovations with their incubation units and pre-incubation units and incubation units exist outside the institute. And this will also pave the path for collaboration with a range of ecosystem enablers and mobilizing the resources. So these are the benefits of institutions having an repository in their institute and benefits. Similarly, the participation of individuals as an innovator, as an entrepreneur is also bringing immense benefit. So who are actually eligible to become registered and become an innovator entrepreneur? So these are the any individuals in our IIC institutions, especially academicians, faculty members, non-teaching staff, teaching staff, current students, recently graduate students, alumni members, faculty members, entrepreneurs at the incubation unit, staff, any individual associated with the institute, IIC can become an innovator. They can register for YUKTI and they can submit their ideas, innovations to the institute, and they will get support from the institute. The basic eligibility is that individual must have some connection or association with that institute, either study, academic, research, entrepreneurship in any way. That is the only thing, because during the registration time, they have to submit a document of proof that they belongs to this institute at some level, some capacity, either as a student or as an employee or as an entrepreneur, a residence, what it may be. Even alumni also they can showcase that this is their while studying at the institute. That's also certificate or something like some proof. Because this will be verified by the institute that those are coming and joining, they are actually belongs to that institute or not. If not now, sometimes before or they were part of the institute. And how it will benefit these innovators? It will increase the visibility and exposure to the potential partners and investors. It will help them to access the valuable resources and funding opportunities at the institute level and also outside the institute, the other stakeholders. It will also open opportunities for collaboration and mentorship. So the advantages for innovators is that they will receive one-to-one mentoring support from higher education institutions to refine and build their application by engaging internal and external mentors, empowerment higher education. They will avail opportunity to receive incubation support, financial and grant assistance and schemes available at the institute or incubation unit for working on their innovation startups. There will be possibility of link to and refer to the other incubation center nearby region or outside the institute for further incubation support and guidance. They will get a chance to connect with angel investors, VC firms, and investment support and guidance. They will receive facilitation service from IPR cell and technology transfer office if exist in the within institute or outside for licensing the technologies. And Ministry of Education Innovation Cell and AICT organize funding rounds every year, and there will be high chance because every time we ask institute to nominate the best innovations scouted through this YUKTI Innovation Repository to go through the series of mentoring, handholding, and financial support. So institute through this YUKTI Innovation Repository, innovators will be able to participate in funding rounds, challenges organized by Ministry of Education Innovation Cell and AICT. Similarly, innovators will also get opportunity to participate in other such challenges organized by other institutions and other ecosystem enablers. They will become eligible to part various mechanisms provisioned for institutions as part of National Innovation Startup Policy, where those registered individuals or those registered innovators, if they are student, they will through this system, they will furnish a proof to the institute that they are engaging in innovation entrepreneurship, and you may get some relaxation in the exam if you are actually doing good in the innovation, but because of your engagement innovation, you need some relaxation or support in your academic. So that things also you will receive support through this innovation by participating in this YUKTI Innovation and IP repository. So far what the impact of YUKTI Innovation and IP repository is immense. It is phenomenal because we started it 1.5 years back, and just in 6 months period of time, we have built a repository of 1,05,000 ideas, innovation startups from 1,600 plus institutes. So the database comprising of more than 58,000 ideas or in the proof of concept stage of technology readiness level of 1 to 3, and more than 39,000 plus innovations are in the range of technology readiness level of TRL 4 and above till 9. Those are inventions also, which includes inventions, and out of which 19,000 plus are actually patents or the inventions, and 6,500 plus startups are registered, out of which 3,000 plus startups are actually DPIT recognized. So this is the supply side we have in our institutions, and this number is increasing, and this number will increase because currently we have more than 14,000 IICs, and you can see that if the 1,600 will increase to the 5,000, 6,000 numbers, and this 1 lakh will increase to the 3 lakh to 4 lakh ideas and innovation startups. Then just to see that the incubators and the investors community, enablers community will come and join. They will offer the services, and there will be quite kind of a free flow of knowledge, information, services, resources that will escalate, that will accelerate our ecosystems and innovation ecosystem in our institutions. And as I said that in the last 3 to 4 years, in one side we built this YUKTI Innovation Repository and IIC structure. Also, we provide funding supports through multiple through challenges. So we started in 2019 as a National Innovation Challenge. It started with a very minuscule form, and we supported around 10 startups, and out of which 9 are DPIT recognized. But to get these 10 startups, we have scouted 4,000 ideas, and after multiple rounds of evaluation, mentoring, bootcamp, training, finally 13 innovations received fund, and 10 startups formed and 9 got recognized by DPIT. And we started repeating this kind of exercise in 2020, and here we achieved a bit more success compared to the 2019. Again, we targeted 9,949 proof of concept stage. Here we have not accepted the idea stage. Here we have targeted the proof of concept stage, and finally after multiple rounds, mentoring and training, finally we funding support to 62 innovations, and out of which 44 startups formed and 35 are DPIT recognized. And in last year, in 2023, through this YUKTI Innovation Repository Integration System, we only targeted the innovations that prototypes. We are not accepting ideas and proof of concepts anymore, because we assume that these ideas and proof of concept has to be managed at the institute level, and there should be gradual succession and progression of these ideas and POCs to the innovations or prototypes. So through the challenges, we provide supports to only the TRL 4 and above level. So through this system, you have to gradually move from TRL 1 to TRL 4 if you want to receive funding support from Ministry of Education, Innovation Cell and AICT. So we target around 36,000 plus innovations, and then we got nomination of around 4,000 innovations from our institutions. And after again multiple rounds of mentoring, evaluation, demonstration, pitching, and business modeling, finally we have selected 135 innovations to receive grant, and so far 213 startups are formed, and now they are actually setting a benchmark, and also we are developing standard operating procedure and practices of supporting innovation entrepreneurship. And I will request all institutions to establish, to create, to utilize the YUKTI Innovation Repository feature in your IIC. And also I will request, please communicate to all of your individuals, faculty members, students in your institute, and the link, YUKTI link present inside your IIC portal. Use that link which is specific to your institute to spread, to send, to circulate to all your young individuals. Those are there's interest or they want to be part of the YUKTI Innovation Repository. So ask them to register and also request them to remind them in every in fortnight in every in regular manner, so that they will submit their ideas, innovations, and startups where they are. They are the team leaders, and there is no limit of submission of number of ideas, innovations. Only conditions that they should submit only those applications where that particular individual is a team lead. So if so far you are a team lead of any ideas, you can submit and you have to tell that you are other team members. So the first step is to register and submit an idea, innovation, invention through YUKTI portal, and engage with the communities, participate in the events, webinars, networking events organized by your IIC, and reach out to your IIC to get the information and inquire about it and get the support. And my two members, Ms. Selva Rani and Mr. Abhishek Ranjan, innovation officers, they are going to demonstrate how the institute will utilize this YUKTI portal, how individuals will register and also get benefit from this YUKTI portal. They are going to demonstrate, and our future plan is to come up with activating or bringing resource agencies as the fourth pillar, and as more, and also we will request all our institutions to identify and also mobilize the resource agencies, and how we will increase this YUKTI database, having our outreach to almost all our young innovators and also engaging stakeholders. So this is all about the YUKTI and YUKTI Innovation IP Repository and the features and the plan, and how to use this YUKTI Innovation Repository for building a strong pipeline of innovation entrepreneur and enterprises in your institute. And in next MIC driven activity, we are going to talk about innovation ambassador, how to integrate innovation ambassador, YUKTI, and all these programs, and what are the structure and format of IIC as a whole. So the next MIC driven is on IIC structure, and that will give a broader sense of the IIC operation and structure. So today we are only focusing one aspect of the IIC structure. So now I will request Selva and Abhishek to take the session forward and demonstrate how to use this YUKTI Innovation IP Repository by the institute and by the innovators.
Thank you so much, Deepan sir. Thank you so much for sharing the whole concept and also describing the features and how IIC Institute can utilize this platform. So I'm just sharing slide. One second. Is it visible? Can someone confirm?
Yes, Abhishek, it is visible. Make it full screen.
Yes, now it's full.
Yes.
Okay, great. So so basically, I will try to cover 4 important aspects. Number 1 is how you can onboard innovators, basically registration process. Number 2 is scouting and submission of ideas, innovation, startups, and IP related things, right? How you can manage verification as an IIC institution, okay, especially through your IIC portal, and how you can engage your innovation ambassador for verification and mentoring. So basically, the whole process is like the process flow as described by Deepan sir earlier, that it will start with registration. Here, student faculty members, your alumni, if you are having pre-incubation, incubation unit, your incubatees are also eligible to be part of this YUKTI Innovation Repository. So here just I'm, resharing again, your current student as well as your alumni, your teaching, non-teaching members, your incubatee are, they can initiate the registration process. Number 2 is verification. So once they will initiate the registration process, you have to verify them. So basically, IIC Institute needs to confirm whether that innovator belongs to your institute or not. And here they will upload maybe ID or any proof that they were part of or they are part of your institute. Okay, so this process is important, and you need to check regularly your YUKTI Innovation Repository section, so that you are not taking time, because until and unless you are not verifying, they will not be able to submit the details. Once you will verify, they will be eligible to they will be the portal will enable them to submit their details. And here innovators can submit their idea, innovation, startup, IP related details. And once they will submit, it will reflect a short summary on your portal. And it will enable you to ensure that you are now assigning 3 verifiers. And these verifiers can be your innovation ambassadors, or they can be external members. So I will also discuss about it. So here you need to ensure that you are assigning 3 verifiers, and they are evaluating those submitted innovations, right? And this will also help you to plan further mentoring round, or maybe you can utilize those evaluators inputs for giving feedback. And post evaluation, basically you can see the list of all those recommended, not recommended, pending, and the current status. So basically post evaluation, those who are like recommended, you can help them to maybe participate in different type of challenges, competitions, and everything. Also maybe they can try to avail funding support, as Deepan sir was sharing, that we are also trying to connect with the ecosystem enablers. And those who are maybe not recommended, you can plan some activities with them so that you can help them, and so that they can keep working on their innovations. Maybe they can come up with the revised version. And these facilities are given on the portal, that once they will submit, they are also eligible to edit it, some details if needed, and also they can upgrade it. So without taking too much time, so here how innovators can register in our YUKTI portal. So these are the very simple steps. Number 1, they will use the portal link yukti.mic.gov.in for accessing YUKTI portal, and they need to click on registration tab, which is visible on your screen. So they will click here, and they will select the innovator tab. And once they will click on the innovator tab, one simple form will appear on the screen. And here they just need to select the state, they need to select the institute, they write down their name, email ID, mobile number, they need to gender, category, and current engagement with the institute. They need to just share that whether they are alumni or current student or faculty or incubatee. And after that, they just need to upload one ID, and they just need to submit it. Once they will submit it, basically their detail will appear on your IEC dashboard. So here you can see the registration details. Here all details will appear. And once all the details are coming, what you can do, you just need to click on the here you can see the view and verify ID. Okay, so under this section, this box will appear, and here their details will come like this: their name, their email ID, phone number, gender, user type, endowment ID, and you can see their ID, and just you need to click on whether they belongs to your institute. If you say yes, and if they are not from your institute, maybe you can write down the remarks and you can submit it. So this process will not take too much time. You just need to see their ID and confirm. So once you will confirm, what will happen, the portal will enable them to add details. Add details means add innovation details, startup details, patent related details, copyright related details. And here innovators, just I want to clarify about one thing. In add innovation details, basically they can submit idea and POC related details, as well as innovation prototype related details, startup details. Here you can see the business plan and startup related. In patent, you will find the different kind of patents and also copyright. So here they can submit the details. And who will submit? The innovators will submit. They will log in on your in their YUKTI portal, and they will submit all those details. After submitting, what will happen? Meanwhile, you just need to, you can keep checking your status. Let's assume that you are having 100 such submissions. So those submissions will reflect under idea POC repository, innovation prototype repository, business model startup category, and also IP category. So according to the submitted innovations, you can, plan that how many verifier you need, and you need to add verifiers so that they can complete the evaluation process. And here one add/manage verifier tab will appear on your IC portal. So what you will do, let's suppose that you are just starting first time under YUKTI. Those who are like part of YUKTI Innovation Repository earlier, they know the process, but those who are very new, what you will do, you will just click on add new verifier, and here you will find two options. One is innovation ambassador, another is external. So let's assume that you are having trained innovation ambassador. When you click on IA, then you can see the all those names who are eligible to evaluate, right? So here you just need to click on select evaluator, and those names will appear, but still you need to just fill out their name, email ID, and contact number. And once you will submit, and once you will assign them any innovations, that will appear on the Innovation Ambassador portal. But in other case, let's say that you are not having innovation ambassador and you want to add external members. What you will do, you will click on external member detail, external option, and here just you need to fill out the three details: their name, their email ID, and contact number. And what will happen once you will submit? The verifier, the external verifier, will receive one auto-generated email with a link so that they can create profile as a verifier. So we are having one separate portal for the evaluators, and there they need to create their profile. And again, creating profile will not take too much time. They need to fill out some details, and once they will submit, once they will complete their profile, you will be able to assign them for any evaluation related task. Okay, so they need to complete the updating profile is super important. And here you can do two things. Number one is before adding any external person as a verifier, you can tell them that we are, we have created such repository and we want to onboard you as a verifier, and you will receive one auto-generated email. You need to create your profile, and you need to provide some details, and so that you can have a separate portal to engage as a verifier and complete your the assigned verification task. So this is again the important thing. I just want to reiterate 2 pointers. Number one is, as per the submitted innovations, you can identify number of verifier. Number one. Number two, you need to add new verifiers here. And also you can see that whoever is like completed their verification, profile or not, their status will appear under this section only, add manage verifier section only. Okay, and I will request all participants who are here, if you are having any sort of questions, you can keep sharing the chat box. We will take it in next 5 minutes. So once you are adding verifiers, what will happen? You need to, this dashboard will appear on your YUKTI Innovation Repository section, and under each category means idea, POC, innovation prototype, and business plan startup. This kind of details will appear, and here you need to click on assign button, which is given in verification tab. So here, but when you click on assign, you need to, just for example, here serial number 1 and 2 innovations are appearing. So for serial number 1, we have already assigned 3 person, and but for serial number 2, we had only assigned 2 persons. So maybe we have to assign one more person. So once you click on assign button, you need to select the name, and those names will appear whom you had added as a verifier. So very simple. You need to click on verification under verification tab, assign button, and there you just need to select the name whoever is like whom you think that they can be the verifier, and you just need to submit. Once you will submit, it means notification, or maybe not notification, but basically that innovation will be like assigned to that person, and it will appear on either innovation ambassador portal or their verification verifier portal, right? And you can also check there whether they had completed verification or not. For example, you can see here when I'm clicking on verification details, here you can see that we had assigned three evaluators and they have not completed their verification process. So if you are assigning three evaluators, three verifiers, and maybe two have completed but one not completed, so it will show like pending. Okay, so you can see those status. And if you want, so let's assume that out of three evaluator, one is maybe due to any reason not doing this evaluation task. So what you can do, you can remove them and you can add someone else. So this is the simple process, and you can easily manage, and you can easily see things. So the last part is last two slides. One is let's assume that someone like created profile, and maybe due to some any reason, maybe that person wish to like upgrade. For example, maybe I am right now in idea and POC level, and maybe I want to upgrade it to the innovation prototype level. So here you will find one option, and the innovators can update their innovation details, and also they can add team members details. So basically innovators need to update and upgrade if they wish to, but they should complete it before, like ideally before nominating for any sort of competition or challenge, so that you can have like a fixed number of like team members, or the innovation details you cannot keep changing, so that it's not hampering. But if you wish to from idea or maybe one step to another step, you can upgrade it. Also, we have given a one provision where if any existing innovators wish to transfer their innovation to someone else, IC institutes can do it while processing the due process. Like sometime maybe I'm working in the institute, but due to some very family or urgent reason, I'm no longer part of that innovation. So in that condition, I'm taking some sort of email or NOC, some kind of so that just ensure there is no sort of conflict of interest, and you can transfer that technology, that innovation from the older innovator to the new user. And here you can manage these things through your IC portal only. So basically IC, whoever is like managing IC portal, they need to be very careful while transferring such innovations from old user to new users. So, and you basically, user is also having some you have to give them some sort of you have to put out all the details, and they need to accept it, and once they will accept it, it will be visible to them. Also, we are having provision under this innovation and startup support tab, where you can manage challenges. And for managing challenges, basically you have already created an innovation repository, and that repository will enable you to maybe schedule any sort of plan some sort of challenge, or maybe some activities in your campus, and here you can nominate them for the to participate. So this tab is also there on the portal. So with this, as Sir said already, that in the upcoming days, we are also going to add some features, and those features will be notified to you. I'm requesting Selva ma'am, if I'm missing something, kindly add it.
Not Abhishek, it's go ahead.
Okay. So this is the team. You can reach out to our journal charges, and also you can send us email. I will also request you, because frequency of email are like too much. So basically, I will request you, if you are sending any sort of email due to any technical issue or anything, if that issue is technical in nature. So give us some time, but also remind us if you are not receiving any sort of reply. And me and Jerry are like continuously engaging with the institute. So, and all innovation, all our IC journal in charge are in touch with you. So you can also raise any sort of issues if you are facing any issue, or maybe if you are having any sort of feedback or any sort of query, so you can reach out to us. So with this, I will stop here. I will take some questions. So uh, just Dipan sir, can I invite some questions? So I will request if you can. So one person had shared. Can you share the registration video for all institute? I will request you all, and we will send you maybe one email or message also. We have curated some short videos, and one of the videos will help you to that is related to YUKTI University on it. So it's a very short video. It will also help you. If needed, we can also curate new video. But yes. Is this compulsory to verify the innovators by the institute, by the head of the institute? No. Head of the institute, no. The person who is like responsible, who is managing the portal, they need to see and ensure that the innovator is somehow connected with your institute as a current student, or maybe alumni, or maybe faculty member, or as an incubatee. So some responsible person should see it, not like very higher authority like vice chancellor, director, principal. Uh, uh, Most of the institute, they have like dedicated YUKTI innovator coordinator, and that person can verify, or maybe coordinator, convener, or president can also take care. But ideally, maybe you can assign one person to complete this thing. I will request institute, if you are having any sort of question, you can share it. What happens if team leaders leaves the institute? So here we just want to clarify one thing, that if any person is no longer part of your institute, especially as a student or teaching faculty, so it's because, especially in case of a student member, don't change it, because yes, their status is changing from student to alumni, but that student still belongs to your institute. So don't change things just because of they left the institute and maybe joined some other institute, or maybe no longer part of your institute, maybe doing some other work, but that student is still your alumni. So just because of status is changing, don't remove it until unless that person is no longer working and willing to transfer everything to someone else, but don't force them. So for incubation is like if you are having any pre-incubation or incubation center, and you are having some registered incubatee, they can be the part of the innovation repository. Okay, so it's not like organization or company, it's more like individual, right? So innovation ambassadors are supposed to be like evaluator, and those who are like eligible evaluator, uh, those names will appear in your tab, so you can assign them as an evaluator. Can external member be the member of the same college? Ideally, external members means those who are like not in your campus, but sometime maybe ideally I will request you all to whoever is like whom you believe that that person is like competent, and here you are not only evaluating some research proposal, here we are also like that person must have some broader idea that this idea can be commercialized, or maybe can be taken forward at next level. So that person must have such vision, and if you are not having such person as an innovation ambassador, trained innovation ambassador, you can definitely assign them. I'm talking about the within the institute, but ideally, innovation ambassador from the institute, and external members from the outside the institute. Once we will notify, we will let you know about the YUKTI Innovation Challenge or any competition related to support the innovators. So, but better to create a good repository, identify, keep nurturing, keep mentoring, so that once we may notify you or through ecosystem enablers we are notifying you, you are not taking time to whom to nominate. So first to create, and basically I believe this Innovation Opportunity is also giving you platform where you can see that how many innovative ideas, prototypes, or business plan are there, and you can plan some sort of engagement with them throughout your IC calendar year. So help them to understand different aspects. Last year we had conducted 18 plus activities, workshops, virtual workshops, and we had conducted sessions on different aspects. And those links are there. I think you all are having access. So and on YUKTI portal also we had given those links, so they can go through with those links. It will help them to develop their understanding skill set, and it will also help them to participate. Sometimes many people are having good ideas, but maybe sometimes they used to not identify the business potential or commercialization aspect, right? I will take 2-3 more questions and then we will close. So the number of verifiers, yes, it should be 3, not less than 3 or not greater than 3. Okay, so 3 verifier is needed. So one interesting question. So here I just want to share one thing that we never used to, suppose you are participating in any sort of challenge or competition like we did last year, YUKTI Innovation Challenge. So we have shortlisted teams for the funding support, selected teams. And so we never used to send that amount to innovators directly. We used to give them option. They can either select their institute if there is no nearby incubation centers. Ideally, we used to motivate them to select one incubation center, which can help them to work on their project and help them to raise more funds, provide them regular mentoring support. So fund used to be sent to either institute or the selected incubation center only. Okay, so it's not required. For example, in future, maybe you're participating in any sort of competition organized by us. We always used to give options where, let's suppose you are part of currently college A, and if you wish to incubate in maybe some other cities or some other state, you are free to do so. So end of the day, innovators used to decide whether I wish to go ahead with the institute or to the incubation. Okay. For funding support, for example, this year we had provided support to, we have selected 135 innovators to provide support. So here we used to provide support up to 10 lakh. But many agencies are there who are providing a big grant amount, and this YUKTI Innovation Repository will help you to participate in their challenges. So I will also recommend you to keep going through with the portals and social media handles of different like Atal Innovation Mission, DST, BIRAC and all. Okay. Deepan sir is here. So we are receiving many queries, so maybe we will organize another Q&A session. Can we have more than one verifier from the same institute? Yes, you can nominate 3 innovation ambassadors to evaluate any innovation. So it's up to you. Yes, can a published patent be directly uploaded? Yes, we had given provision under patent section. Okay, I think I'm not missing anyone. I'm requesting Journal in charge. Can you share any question which I have not answered? YUKTI Innovation Repository, can it be accessed by anyone? Only assigned person from the IIC who is having access of the portal, they can see a very small details, and we never used to tell anyone to share like technical specification, which is like resulting in any sort of IP infringement. So yes, only designated person by the institute can see a basic information, and to manage the verification process and the further handholding. One very interesting question. Have you fixed any time frame like last date? No. YUKTI Innovation Repository is like open throughout the year. But yes, for this academic year, which is like under IEC, we used to start from 1st of September. And because we are going to our IEC 6.0 will end on 31st of August. So for this year, you can work on it so that it can reflect in your annual assessment, annual performance. But YUKTI Innovation Repository is open throughout the year. Okay. Seema, Pooja, Monica, any question which I'm missing? Any question I'm missing? So, hello, madam.
Abhishek, there are no questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, this YUKTI Innovation Repository submission will be considered for the IIC 6.0 star rating.
Yes.
So we request all the institutes to spread out the messages to your including faculties, our students, faculty members to submit an idea, prototype and business model canvas, and also the IAC convener or president who is having a login access to IAC portal need to assign the evaluator or verifier, and those submissions should be verified. And these
Yes.
verified submissions as on 31st August 2024 will be considered for IAC 6.0 star rank. This is
Yes.
as Abhishek said, if the innovation repository is around the year, there is no deadline. Only thing is the submissions which are received till 31st August will be considered for the 6.0 star rating. And I hope Abhishek would have told, we are happy to say that under the YUKTI Innovation Challenge, we have funded 139 teams this year. And in the upcoming academic year also, the YUKTI Innovation Challenge will be launching it. During that time, whatever the submissions you are doing it right now, you can nominate it. So that
Yes.
YUKTI Innovation Challenge will have the definite timeline, not YUKTI Innovation Repository.
Yes.
Yeah.
A very important clarification. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you,
Uh,
Abhishek.
I
Yes.
think we should close this session because we had answered every question.
Right. So
And
if there is any question, you can mail to YUKTI email ID.
yes.
Okay, you can visit YUKTI Innovation Repository website, and you can mail to YUKTI Innovation ID, and also you can mail to the zonal in charges as well. Thank you all for the participation. Thank you,
Yes,
Abhishek. So we can conclude the meeting, right?
Yes, so you can reach out to YUKTI team and also IAC Journal in charge for any sort of queries. Thank you. Thank you so much, Seema. We can close this meeting. Thank you so much for attending this session. And I will request you all to share this video with your faculty members and student members so that they can see. Thank you, everyone.